Madam Clerk,
Yep,
here's the misdemeanor.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So that's everything you should need, but they'll contact you as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. Ready? All right, let's get on the record. This is State versus Christian Rogers, 26 SC 001351. Good afternoon, Mr. Rogers.
How you doing?
I'm sorry I weren't able to get to your case on Tuesday. It wasn't because you're less important than anyone else. It's just we were working on a million things, and Ms. Wood said, I think we've worked this one out. Can we do it on Thursday? And here we are. Mr. Rogers, you are here to take what I understand is going to be a misdemeanor plea. So the state's going to be reducing or dismissing certain charges. Ms. Smith is about to put you under oath, and then she'll be asking you questions about your case and your rights. You need to answer those truthfully and completely. You also need to let me know if you've got any questions about anything we discuss.
Okay.
Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Smith?
Okay. Mr. Rogers, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in the matter currently before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can lower your hand. Please state your true, correct, and legal name for the court.
Christian David Rogers.
Judge, sorry I didn't say in the beginning, but this will be a misdemeanor plea, and that's just count one is a felony charge. It's going to be reduced to a misdemeanor charge under the same OCGA code.
Okay.
1137.
Got it. And then criminal trespass already is a misdemeanor. That's staying in the mix. So 2 misdemeanors.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you at this time taking or under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medicine?
No, ma'am.
Is there any medication that you would normally take that you haven't been given today?
No, ma'am.
How old are you and how far have you gone in school?
I'm 33 years old and I have gone to high school and reached my diploma.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am. In your honor.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am. In your honor.
You just need to say, yes, ma'am. I'm good. I'm hearing the answer, but you're talking with her.
Okay.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney about all of the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charges in this indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need more time to discuss your case with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with her services?
Yes, I am very satisfied.
Counsel, are you satisfied that your client has a full understanding of this proceeding?
I am.
Also, do you waive the reading of the formal reading of the indictment and any and all defense in the indictment for the purposes of this plea?
So wait.
Mr. Rogers, do you remember being arrested on these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
The state is unaware of any outstanding warrants related to these charges. Are you or your attorney aware of any outstanding warrants?
We are not.
No.
Mr. Rogers, do you understand that this is a negotiated plea of guilty, which means that the state will recommend to the court a sentence of 24 months of probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you aware that the court does not have to accept that recommendation and that the court can sentence you to the maximum on each charge and can run those sentences consecutively?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that this is a guilty plea which is permanently recorded on your criminal history?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand that if you're charged with a crime in the future, that this plea may be used to enhance that sentencing, including on a federal case?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you're currently on probation or parole, that your probation or parole may be revoked based on you entering this guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering this plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights: the right to a trial by jury, the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself, the right to see and hear the witnesses called to testify against you, the right to the assistance of counsel, either hired by you or court appointed if you cannot afford an attorney, the right to the presumption of innocence, which means that the state must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty of these charges, the right to testify on your own behalf or remain silent, the right to present other evidence of your own and call your own witnesses, and the right to appeal if convicted of these charges after a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are you satisfied that your client understands that these are the rights that they'll be waiving by entering this guilty plea?
I am.
Mr. Rogers, has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to enter into this guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
As to indictment number 26 SC 001351, how do you plead to the reduced count of a misdemeanor charge of terroristic threats and acts and count 2, criminal trespass?
Guilty.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you do not have a right to appeal directly from your guilty plea conviction? But if you believe that there is some type of error in your guilty plea, you can apply to the appropriate appellate court to request a discretionary appeal.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that that process must be completed within 30 days from today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have only 12 months from today for a misdemeanor charge to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness of this guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Your Honor, if this case were to proceed to trial, the state would show that on February 28th, 2026, officers of the Atlanta Police Department was dispatched to 3101 Piedmont Road, that's in Atlanta, Georgia, and also Fulton County. And the establishment located at that location is Fogo de Chao. It's a restaurant. When the officers got there, they were able to speak with the victim in this case, Mr. Knight, who told them that he had a verbal altercation with the defendant where the defendant accused him of taking $900 from him. When the defendant asked the victim, did he take the $900? The victim initially said yes to joke around with him. However, through the investigation of APD and also by the victim, he told the officers that he did not take the money. The officers searched his car. They did not find any money. So it was determined that the victim in this case did not take anything from the defendant. At this time, the defendant did leave the location, but he did come back later that night. And the victim in this case, he worked at the restaurant as a valet operator. So at the time that the defendant came back to the location, Mr. Knight was inside of one of those cars parking it, and the defendant came up, knocked on the door, and when he got out of the car, they got into another verbal altercation where the defendant told him that he would kill him and he could die tonight. At this time, the officers were called. The defendant started walking down the street. The officers caught up with him, and he was eventually arrested for the charges we have in front of us. So those are the facts of the case. Regarding the negotiated plea between the state and defense, we've agreed to, for both charges, 24 months of probation to serve 90 days with the balance probated. So for counts 1 and 2, 12 months probation to serve 90 days with the balance probated. Regarding the special conditions of probation, we've agreed to a no contact with the victim, to stay away from the incident location, for the defendant to complete a drug and alcohol evaluation with treatment if necessary, for the defendant to also complete an anger management course and 40 hours of community service. I did get a chance to speak with the defendant in this case. He was okay with the reduction based on the facts and circumstances and him initially saying he had the money when he knew he did it and how that probably provoked the defendant in this case. He did say that he would like no violent contact. If he sees the defendant, he said he don't think it'll be a problem. However, no contact with the victim or no violent contact, he's okay with both. But I did get a chance to speak with the victim. He's okay with the offer in this case. And I'll call him after to give him an update. He didn't want to be on the Zoom call today, but that is all from the state.
How did he describe either to the police or to you how he and Mr. Rogers knew each other?
So he said that Mr. Rogers was at the Fogo de Chao location. I'm not sure if he was there to eat or he was just there, but they came into contact because the defendant in this case came up to the victim and said, "Did you take my money?"
As in, like, it was in my car, I went in to eat and you parked my car and you took money out of my car?
I'm not too sure on that. I just
Okay.
know that the verbal altercation was about the defendant missing money
Mhm.
and the victim initially saying,
Saying, yeah, I got it.
Right.
Okay.
And then there was an altercation after that.
Got it. Okay. The criminal trespass count says Mr. Rogers came back to Fogo de Chao after he was told to go away. Was there, I may have missed it in your recitation, was there an initial, either the owner said, some management at Fogo de Chao said, get out of here?
Yes, so it wasn't the officers. The first time management was just like, can you leave?
Okay.
Or the people at Fogo de Chao that was in
Yep.
leadership positions asked him to leave.
Said
And then
leave,
he
and then he came back. That's the trespass piece.
That's correct.
Obviously, the threats are the threats.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Harvey, do you have any criminal history information on Mr. Rogers?
Yes, Your Honor. 3 cycles out of Georgia and 1 cycle out of the state of Maryland. No prior felony convictions. He was convicted May 12th of this year out of Fulton County for criminal trespass, and there's a 2025 battery family violence out of DeKalb County, and nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Rogers, what was the criminal trespass in May of this year? Oh, Ms. Wood?
It's a situation at Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
So I don't,
Something about you in restaurants.
Yeah, well, so
Okay.
I was a paying customer at the Fogo de Chao as well, but at Twin Peaks, I was a paying customer and I had got a little too drunk. And so they wanted me to leave. And so when I didn't go back to Twin Peaks, I went to the taco restaurant that's in the same vicinity.
Yeah, you
And
got too
because
close.
they was too close. So that's why they said I was criminal trespassing, but I never went back into Twin Peaks.
Okay, not this case, just curious because you picked that up or resolved that after this incident, but before today.
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess you must have gone to some other court. You've been in for a while, so you were in custody and went and resolved your Twin Peaks case
Yes, Your Honor.
while you've been waiting to resolve this one.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Ms. Wood?
thank you, Judge. He's 33. He is a high school graduate. He has done the 90 days. He was working prior to this arrest. He was a manager at an Ashley Furniture warehouse. He's not sure if he can return to that job. He is hopeful. So we would just ask that you accept the state's recommendation in this case.
Okay. And home for you is Lithonia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who lives there?
My friend who I call my brother, his name is Daryl Brightwell. And I also was, prior to that, I was because the money that I lost was part of my 401k.
Oh.
And I was I was enjoying myself before I was going to help my mother out. And I was planning on trying to get my own apartment and get myself together. But I do reside there, here and there. And I'm just really still trying to get myself together. That's all I've ever been trying to do and everything.
When you say get yourself together,
As far as like my own place,
Right.
my own apartment.
but when you getting yourself together because you've been struggling because you drink too much or because it was hard to get a job, or what is it that you're getting
My
together?
mother is a stroke survivor. And so I just came back from Maryland. And when I
Okay.
came back from Maryland, I had to find a place. So
Okay,
that's,
how's your mom doing?
I haven't talked to her since February.
Because you've been locked up? Okay, I hope she's all right.
Me too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions about what we discussed?
No, I trust everything and I have faith in you as well, sir.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. So you didn't know Mr. Knight?
No,
He's a valet, and you had $900 in your car?
I was a paying customer at Fogo de Chao and I was leaving. I never had an altercation inside of Fogo de Chao. It was with him. And so when I dropped as soon as I dropped my money, it's the things that he said to me that made me assume that
You had $900 on your person
on my person.
and
Cash.
and you dropped it. That's a tough drop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went into the restaurant with about $1,000 in cash, ate lots of meat on sticks, and then you left. And when you were leaving, you dropped almost $1,000.
And not to disrespect the court or anything, but quote unquote is what he said is, I have your money, PUSSY, come
Okay.
get it.
Got it.
And that's the only reason why I would even return to the, because I wouldn't have never returned. I would have took that loss and, because I had a steady job.
Okay.
And even though I would have been upset that I lost my money, I would have never returned there to even look for it. But it's the fact that he said he had it.
What he said. Okay. I appreciate you giving that context. I was just trying to figure out why you linked him to money you lost. And I was thinking you had it in your car. He's the valet, and like, hey, he was in your car. Maybe that's why. But you've explained it. Mr. Rogers, I find there's a factual basis for your plea, and that your plea is voluntary. No one's forcing you to do this, and it's knowing, meaning you've understood what we talked about. You agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I have someone in my office sign the indictment on your behalf indicating your guilty plea to the 2 misdemeanors?
Yes, that's fine.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Ms. Wood, can we sign for you?
Yes.
And Ms. Smith? Yes, Judge. All right. Mr. Rogers has done 3 months and you were giving him credit for that. Was it 12 to serve 3 on one count and then a full 12 probation on the other, or 12 to serve 3 on I just don't remember how you phrased
It was 12 months to serve 3 on both.
on both counts. All right, that's going to be structurally complicated because you were thinking for it to be 24. They were going to run consecutive.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do it slightly differently, same outcome. So Mr. Rogers, count one is a misdemeanor. You get credit for the time you served. So I'm sentencing you to 12 months to serve 3 months with a balance on probation. So that's 9 months worth of probation. And then for count two, I'm going to run that consecutive, but I'm going to make that only 9 months. So you're going to have a total of 18 months probation, and then you'll get credit for the 3 months that you served. So it's a total of 21 months to serve 3, if I did the math right. While you are on probation, which is going to start real soon, you'll get released in the next couple days. No contact with Mr. Knight. Don't look him up. Sounds like he was a stranger to you anyway.
Yes, sir.
To make it easy, you're going to stay away from Fogo to Chao. If that's where he still works, you have no reason to bump into him. And don't pull I went to the taco place near Twin Peaks. There are a few restaurants near Fogo de Chao. Just don't go around those because he might see you and you're distinctive and he's, hey, this guy's back here. No Fogo de Chao, no Mr. Knight. I am going to require you to submit to a drug and alcohol abuse evaluation. And that's only going to help because if someone says you'd benefit from going to some treatment classes or something, that treatment becomes part of your probation. But if that professional talks with you and said, no, I mean, every once in a while you have too much to drink, but it's not a serious thing, then there's no treatment. And hopefully you keep moving forward. You'll need to complete an anger management course within the first 4 months of your probation. And you'll need to complete 40 hours of community service also within the first 4 months of your probation. And that evaluation that I mentioned, you'll need to take care of within the first 2 months of your probation. So I'm front loading things so that if you do need help, you get that sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Any questions about any of that?
But as far as the evaluation and everything, am I talking to my probation officer about that? Okay.
Yep. They will say, here's a great place to go to get an evaluation. Here's a great place to get an anger management course. And here's where you can do community service.
And another question I have is, and thank you, Your Honor. Will I be able to be released tomorrow or so? I don't know, because I definitely still have to get my property from South Annex.
So
That has my actual number, so that way I can contact the probation officer with my own personal.
good.
It's all written down for you.
Oh,
Yeah. So Ms. Woods already filled out this form, which will go to misdemeanor probation. And then they're going to start reaching out to you to say, hey, you got to come meet with us to do an initial orientation.
I probably have my cell phones and stuff by then.
You should. I'm not real good about connecting people with their property. But if we, the county, are holding your property in connection with you being booked in, you're entitled to get it back. If you don't, let Ms. Wood know. And if she needs me to fuss, I can always enter an order saying, give the man his stuff. Now, if what you had was contraband, I'm not suggesting you would, but like if you had a bike or something on you, you don't get that back. Wallet, phone, ID, all that stuff comes back to you. All right? And I suspect you'll get out tomorrow, but I hate promising things. It takes a little while to process paperwork. So they also process people out on Saturdays. So you ought to be out by Saturday. If on Monday you are still in, call Ms. Rios.
Okay.
Okay?
She's not,
She's not going to be around either?
no, she's not listening.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, she gave a look. All right.
I thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you want to thank me. Don't mess around with Mr. Knight at Fogo de Chao anymore. I hope your mother's doing all right.
I hope so. That's the main reason why I want to just.
Well, you're going to get out and you're going to call her and you're going to find out, okay?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you as well. All right. And thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Okay.
Started using the voice.